Welcome everybody to another Tuesday live training here at the One Source Personal Development Network. Today we're very privileged to have a guest presenter. So we're going to have our very own Lily Junor is going to go ahead and do a presentation for us. It's actually quite unique. I was working with her a little bit earlier. It's all about how to live authentically. Now, Lily, for those of you who aren't overly familiar with her, because she's been with us for about 3 months, I think, at this stage, but she's just qualified as a certified personal development consultant. She's working with Serena, who's one of our joint venture partners. So we're very privileged to have her. I'm going to go ahead now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to go ahead and maybe introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Lily, and then you can go ahead and take over the controls and you can go right into your presentation whenever you're ready. So if you want to go ahead, Lily, and just maybe tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I come from China originally. I feel like everything for me quite easy in life. When I think, for example, when I'm beginning of like in the field, I don't have very powerful relationship. We have little money. I was thinking if later I'm married, I want my child speak English. Like if we use the logical mind, we wouldn't understand because how you can have a child speak English? I don't speak English. I want the surrounding people, my friend, all speak English. I just want the idea. I feel so good if my child speak English. I love English somehow. I didn't plan anything. Just the idea pleased me so much. So lead me here life. Everything, if I feel pleased with the idea, life always take me there. Even the tree, a blossom tree, when I go back from maybe working outside, go back, the trees always blossom. My neighbor even said that whenever you come home, the tree more healthier, like happier to see you. It's just because I think I'm a grateful person, maybe is. Yeah, so I feel that very easy life. I never had a big picture in life, so I just feel now why people so struggle. Whenever I struggle with anything, I use qigong. When I was little, I get ill. Like a friend was coughing, I cough after her like a copy. Then I got couldn't stop myself cough. Then my uncle took me. He qigong masters. He healed me with qigong. Like after he showed me lots of techniques. After whenever I feel not right, he told me that the more you practice, the more you will feel your everything will be right for you if you practice this. He told me. But whenever if I'm not right, I practice. Practice always put me right. I just feel like life is so easy because I think because qigong always. Whenever I in trouble, qigong, I remember the qigong somehow knocked me, something like that. So I thought this, especially this pandemic, everybody feels so stressed, all this so many problems, isolation is that. I feel if you the qigong, you don't feel need much, and the thing that you just feel if you feel peaceful, outside give us what we need, we can see better. So I just feel I want to share the qigong to the world, to use because you give me a good idea. Also before being thinking about this is one-to-one, because everybody, no matter how good knowledge we have, if we don't put it in use, it's no use. Knowledge qigong I know so much, but I don't practice enough. So I want to force myself to use that.
Well, look, you've got the control of the screen, Lily. So if you just want to go ahead and whenever you're ready, maybe take over the controls and you go ahead and share your presentation, and we're all excited to see it.
You want me now sharing screen?
Yeah, would you please? Yeah, because I know you got a lot of information to cover there, so I want to make sure we have enough time.
Okay, let's do that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera. And you go ahead. If you need me, I'll be in the background, okay?
Okay, yeah. So it's easy for me because I write it down mainly, and I feel welcome because because I feel in we being very good like in life, try to improve ourselves and we realize lots of things. I think to be able to find one source, we attracted into our life. Now we can pick the easy way, just teach the one source, like that sort of thing. I rather feel we are blessed, so welcome to the family, something like that. Yeah, like the welcome, that's bad. Like people can later look survey and I see then authentic self, because this message I feel if we remind ourselves enough, like every day even, we are less judgmental to ourselves and others, and we can more free ourselves if we think about it. We allow somebody who don't judge, who are very themselves. If we really think about it, it's nothing the same, everything like unique, no two movements even repeating themselves. So human are the most complicated creatures. We are definitely unique. People I think who if don't know this, they judge. We mainly judge because we are different with them. When we understand this, we should be more free, to be, we don't know, for example, a baby born, we don't know the baby is able body or the brain function all right. So many things I don't know where we come from, everything. First, why we try to just be ourselves, try to feel the what is we feeling, we express that. We have so much wisdom if we really don't think so much, because our brain blocks the wisdom flow. I think if we remind ourselves we are nothing the same, like two two leaves are the same, no two snowflakes are the same. Just think about this is the first this one. I think we should easier to step back, to judge ourselves or others, and care about others, what they think, because they don't know. If they really think, really knows nobody, the higher people don't judge. They really just see where you are. If they can help you, probably they help you. And if you want to be helped, yeah. I think that's the one thing. Anybody want to ask any question, see if I can answer. Because I personal development on this path so long, I understand lots about human nature. Something you feel you want to achieve, but feel not have the confidence to do so, Darcy. Anybody want to ask a question? See if I know.
They're very shy. Somebody will ask something, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I know. For purposely the stage, on stage, people talking on stage, public speaking, that's the biggest fear for many people. Actually, we are energetically connected. If we really on the stage think about our message, that's think like nothing actually, think nothing. You doesn't know what you want to get across, what you want to do for people. Then people can feel that. People can know your authentic self out. They a subconscious mind, we connected there, they feel, otherwise we block that connection. So if we rather freely think, don't, if we don't judge, if we don't judge ourselves, we can message flow from us. We just need to keep reminding ourselves free, I think make ourselves free in the way we really is our mind blocked. If you really don't think, your body tell you. And I like to share one thing. I was talking with Serena. I think I talked with you as well, Patrick. That thing when the teacher asked a question, I answered it. I don't even know where the answer come from. It's many things like that. If I don't think, I always knows where it come from. I never know. I don't know. So if we relax enough, we don't think much, be present, we always know the answer. We are channels, lots of wisdom in us. So hopefully people, if really use that, really beneficial for free our authentic self. use that message.
Sorry, Lily, I'm just going to chip in. I'm going to say I agree with what you said, because I know that in our session I was talking to you about having the confidence when it comes to performing on stage. And I get when you're saying about your personal story of the teacher, when you actually took your chance and you wasn't thinking so much about how you're going to be judged and you just had the confidence to speak up. That's when you're authentically expressing yourself. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking anything. I just sort of answer that question. I think that even that question, I wasn't thinking how to answer. It just comes from me. You know, it's very if we I think it's mind like
Definitely.
yeah,
Freeing
it's
up
like
the mind and not overthinking in a way.
yeah. You know, overthinking you stop flow. You know, like the pound. For example, we live in a like. There's a little book called The Clarity. He used meant for saying like the pond is naturally clear, right? Because our mind like stirring the mind, so we can't see where we are or where we're going. Actually, is if we don't think, it's the mind thinking, stirring, you know, our clarity to see what we try to speak or whatever we're looking in life. It's the mind stop it. And our mind really is negative, limited, don't know many things, you know, we just guessing it, you know, like that. So I think, yeah, I think
Lily, if you don't mind, can I ask you, as far as the authentic self, how do you actually incorporate that, or how do you use that with the one source system?
Authentic self. For me, anything for the authentic, I feel like in life, every section, I like be myself. Like it's not that in one source. I just feel when I go somewhere, like for example, my daughter put me here a flower sort of thing on my head. I would think she challenged me, can you walk out like that? I say, why not? You know, like that. I say, why? I don't care about the other people. It's we all like in the park play. I probably play them more than children, you know, like that. And I feel good. You know, you use the time for joy, you know, for fun. Don't want to think about other people. I don't like to. I want to living joyfully. How I feel. Not other people. Don't think about too much about how other people think. You know, like that. And normally I could
Yeah, no, that
whenever
makes a lot of
tell you
sense.
that.
So basically, you're just saying, maybe if I'm wrong, but basically what you're saying is when you're using the system, you use it, you just be yourself authentically, and that you don't try to impress people, you don't try to live by other people's standards. You just live by the way you want to live, and you use that whether you're using the system for yourself or if you're using it to work with others.
Yeah, I can feel. I want to use my not a judgmental mind. Just try to how I feel, because the feel normally is real, like a real where we are, like how to really help people, because we connected with the feeling, like our body, like actually some people saying like subconscious mind is wiser, you know, like knowing the future, you know, 7 minutes, actually 7 seconds before the thing coming to our view, our subconscious mind already know what is coming. Research shows that, you know, the studies they did. Yeah, neuroscience.
The neuroscience. Yeah, I know, I understand. So, okay, so what else do we have? Because I know you have a lot of information to cover there.
I see. I'm trying to one source. If yeah, I don't need my. I try not need my dashboard. I just see. I just explain a little bit.
You want to show your dashboard? I can get it if you need to, but if not, what you'd have to do, I believe, Lily, and I could be wrong, is I think you have to stop sharing and then reshare it again and then click on your dashboard.
Okay, I stop. I try that. Yeah, stop sharing this one.
Okay, very good. Take your time.
Yeah, and I think this, you can't see this one, can you now?
I can see you. but I can.
I think from here I can open. Can you see it now? No, yet.
No, not yet. You're clicking share screen. You
Yeah,
have to
it's
click
not.
share screen first and then click the screen that you want to share. Should be the one with your dashboard, the browser open with your dashboard.
Okay, let's see how to do that. I did. This one's still here.
It's not. Do you want me to pull it up for you? I'm happy to do it. That you're doing so. There it is. Look at that, beautiful.
Can you see it? Can you see it now?
I can see it now. That's perfect.
Woohoo! That's cool. That's February, yeah. I accident. Sometimes I'm quite genius by accident.
No, that's perfect. That's you're making it bigger there now. Perfect. Well done.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute there and you work away.
Okay. Yeah, I like to share my my dashboard because I feel I use this one a little bit differently. Is Patrick showed us Tony Robbins, I think called envy out, ideal outcome, purpose, and rapid action or something like that. I use this for the first column. I use ideal outcome because when I read this, I give myself a good ideal outcome. I read that, I see in my mind eye a perfect what my ideal relationship going to be like. Give me some sort of drive where I travel to. Somehow it make life easier, make we going merge into that image, like that sort of thing. I think very powerful to use that one to engage our emotion in this ideal outcome thing. Then this one purpose why I want to do that because the relationship, for example, is one. If we don't have anyone to share our sorrow or success or failure, we don't feel. Anyway, human is packed animals. We do need companies. Otherwise, we don't feel fulfilling. Research also shows if we don't the true health, happiness, success, all based on quality relationship. So it's a good important area in life. We do need
that's very good. I just want to clarify because I just want to make this is important. I just want to make sure that I'm following it. So basically, the first thing you do is you visualize exactly what is the ideal outcome for that day, what you want your relationships to be like that particular day. So you're planning in advance, you're visualizing and you're setting yourself up, for the perfect outcome, I suppose. And then the second one is your why it's important to you that you go ahead and that your purpose, your why it's so important that you go ahead and you achieve that outcome.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah, it gives me the reason. Yeah, give me the reason why I need to make that effort, whatever. Yeah, I try to be living like a natural state, be good, like that. Slowly merge.
No, I think that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah,
what's
then
the third one? Your self.
Yeah, the third one would be self relationship. How to this one also my ideal self. I like to use that also think and grow rich. The self confidence formula also taught us suggested us, and we use 30 minutes to really think the ideal self. I think that's also very good. Give us a focus, something like that. Try to visualize, like the ideal life style, stuff like that. I use that. I try to engage there 30 minutes. Then the last one would be journaling. I see if I try to use my journal with me every reading. Just by reading this, make me more aware. I like to be to know what behavior I had, so I can because give us different feelings whatever we like reacted or respond, how we respond to a situation. I want to record that to make me more aware, try to be really good, like with don't end anything negative to anybody, like that sort of thing. If talk, if be there, that's if I can uplifting them to like be a torch, I do it. If people so close up, close down or something you call, I just leave them alone. It's okay, but I'm not going to criticize stuff like that. Try to be aware, like that sort of thing.
Very good.
Yeah,
And you do an awful lot. That's fantastic with the relationships. How long does that take you to do every day, Lily?
It's just whenever this journaling thing, whenever I just feel like something, before I connect with someone, I try to make a good intention, stuff like that. Then I writing. If writing down is really powerful, writing down, I want the outcome is this, like that sort of thing. If you visualize was how to get there, like normally almost follows like that. If I don't even know the outcome, normally somehow lead me there as well. If writing, if you clear. And sometimes that's good intention, that's already give me a good good way to go about it.
That's amazing. No,
yeah,
that's you do an awful lot every day. You're getting the most out of it. That's great. And how are you using it for your health and your fitness?
Yeah, here's the same, like ideal outcome. The four area, or the first one is ideal outcome. Everybody have a different, is all right, but I think it's very powerful if you writing out your ideal outcome and the purpose why you want that. Then you give your some sort of focus, for that. Then you use two action plan, like that, activity or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you achieve that. You also make you a good attitude to do that, to do these activities. If you have that picture in your head already.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think what you're doing is similar to Tony Robbins, where he talks about the RPM method: results, purpose, and then M stands for your massive action plan.
Yeah, that's you. I picked from you. You were talking about that. Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's fantastic, because that's a lot of what we do. So you're visualizing your result in advance, and then you're going ahead, your reason why, your purpose, exactly what you're doing. And then basically you're creating a massive action plan of what activities you're going to do every day to go ahead and produce those results.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done. Excellent.
Yeah, you see, this like diet I like to talk about, because like when we eating so much, we block. Our body need there's a clock in our body. People now the food is so easy to overeat, because we are inherited a lot of things from our ancestors. We don't have a lot of sweet, so we in our DNA we probably want craving that sweet. In the shops, so many we have to, if we listen every day, I try to listen something about eating, how our body needs one sort of food. For example, I don't know if you can see that one. Can you see that one?
Yeah, we can see that there now. Yeah, very good. It's written in Chinese, but I can see the pictures.
Yeah, there's eight food. If you can see that, maybe the fish now they find have pollution. They have plastic or whatever in there. It's not healthy. But this is this one. Let's see if I can bigger. This one is greens. It's the food. If we eating right, if 1 meal, 2 meal is enough for all people. We cleanse our body. We make our body working hard for natural self. Give us more support. For example, the liver. If we don't feeding our body, overfeed the liver, force the liver put out called glucose. I think they make our body even. Give us more support, make us alert, more productive, more.
The last time you and I did a session, we had a great conversation. You were explaining to me about you don't eat first thing in the morning, that you usually push it back a bit further. Maybe you only eat 2 meals a day, and
16 hours.
you'd like to get down to maybe 1 meal a day.
Yes, that's definitely that's what I aim to. Yeah, it's a 16 hours. Now I can't remember what called this diet called, but this 16 hour, if we do like gap, don't eat, right? It's easier to skip dinner maybe or breakfast. Yeah, you skip dinner or breakfast. Then your body have a chance to cleanse itself. If we eating, for example, these greens, I found out I make with different greens that put water in a boil. It give you so long time feeling. You don't feel hungry.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I mean, that's great you can do that. I mean, me, I eat 3 meals a day, and I wish I could do
also
more.
depends. I think it depends what we eat. Like give, for example, you use this banana and this pumpkin and low fat milk. If you use these three, make the pumpkin you steamed, you make a smoothie, give you cleanse your body and supporting, clean, like they don't stay in the body. They also supporting you so long and cleans other things for you. This eight is superfood, it's superfood. Now the fish they found out is not so healthy because the pollution, everything. Yeah.
Okay, fascinating.
This one I later talk about qigong. There I see if I can quite that one. Yeah, that's this one going to this health like on the fourth section exercise. I was talking with Serena yesterday. We were talking about doing too much exercise. I teach you one thing. If you do exercise, you breathe in 2 with your nose, breathe out 3 with your mouth.
Yes.
You make cleanse yourself. Also, you feel like you when you clean 3 times. Yeah. You just breathe in with your nose 2 times. Your tip tongue touch the top of your roof, your mouth, your roof.
Yeah.
Then you because we give our body lots burden, like our body supposed to be warm. You blow out some cold lots toxin, I think called. We can cleanse ourselves when you use this. If we are aware to use this breathing pattern, like breathe in 2, breathe out 3, anytime you use that, you feel warmer. You feel like actually you engage the gravity putting us down. Posture is very important as well. If you try otherwise, we give our knee and hips too much burden. When people getting old, they have short back, the waist, they change hips, and the knee hurt, this, that. Oh, because we posture wrong. If we doing when we doing this breathe exercise, that all the time, only after eating you don't do maybe. You keep let it be a natural breathing pattern. You make the body cleanse. Start doing that breathing, like touch the tongue, on the top roof. Breathe in 2 with your nose, breathe out 3 with your mouth. That's really lost. And try to feel straight. You putting in your stomach, like abdomen, your abdomen breathe. You cleanse like if.
Yeah.
Anyway, kidney, you cleanse below the tummy button is lots dirty thing there. You can cleanse out that. Very, very good. Yeah, that is that one.
And what are you doing for the personal growth?
Yeah, that's same outcome, ideal outcome. Yeah.
So that's the result. Yeah, your arm.
Yeah. I want to like achieving in the gratitude, deep gratitude mode all day long. Like if I how to like I think writing gratitude journal helped me stable me there. I feel that's what my like 2 or something you can say, or 3 or 3-6-9 method. I could use this tool for me. Or go to nature, you do this small exercise or helps. That's why, because That's the purpose, right?
Yeah, that's your purpose. So you
Yeah,
have your
everybody
results
can
and your
write on their own, it don't have to
Yeah.
be the same. But I mean the idea, I like the idea, learn something new because leaders are learners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then learn, I have to learn marketing because I know lots of things. I need to know how to go about it in the, it's not about me, it's about how to serve others, what people want, is not how to get a message across, stuff like that. This is same, okay, let's see what I use that. Yeah, purpose. Marketing, that's me. That's so everybody can do their own. This same thing again. This one for me is lots. Just by reading this, yesterday with Serena, we just feel by reading this sort of message, because engaging ourselves from what we really want, we feel like don't want to behave bad. If we want to achieve that goal, you can't. You have to like behave yourself, like that sort of thing, and want to hold yourself. Everything working together. If we reading this, it give me power. I like it. I like the idea like this. The purpose like that as well. Yeah, everybody does do own, but I like self-love.
Yeah, very nice. Self-love is very important.
Yeah, it's people have to. I mean, we just thinking. It's very important to know who we are. Lots of people don't think like not worth of love. It's like we are not we are thinking feeling beings. If we know, if we make ourselves, if we feel bad, we can't think anything good. If we feel good, thinking some good feeling thoughts like that sort of thing, make us feel good, then we can have good ideas about life. This all the good things in the higher level, in the high energetic world level meet. So I feel like if we feel not good enough, just because we don't know who we are, if we rise that vibration ourselves, we will know like we are really resting, like rest now, and knowing all the beautiful things will happen in life, like magic, I think. Anyway, that's me. How, and I write a note for each. Whenever I feel I want writing something, I use this one. Yeah, the goal.
So you actually use the notes in those sections there. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
If I feel want something note, I want to make myself more aware. That's my goal or definite aim purpose.
Yeah.
I like for me, I feel very passionate about it. I know I can achieve it because I achieved many times when I just have a simple thought. Now I like really designed clearly. I want people who teach for me, teach Qigong, the teachers will really realize like much or align with who we are, like who the higher self. Because your system like one-to-one give me like lots inspiring. I want in Qigong session like that too. When people practice, because we know so many, we don't practice. If one-to-one, one thing is we connected to outside the world. We feel we can, let's see if I can see the whole thing. Maybe not. Don't know how to do it. But doesn't matter, it's mine. It's not everybody writing their own thing.
Exactly. It's unique to the individual. No, I love the way you're using it. I love the fact that you're using the RPM method in there, your results, your purpose, and your massive action plan for each one of the subcategories, whether it be your relationships, your health, your growth, or your finances. I think that's really, really impressive the way you're doing that. And the standard that you hold yourself to, obviously, those are your standards. Everyone's going to have their own set of standards, but you have a very high standard. And I can't help to notice, but you have very strong scores in there too. Relationships, you're currently at 0.98. That's almost perfect.
Yeah, if I like discipline myself, this thing, I think for me it's discipline. I have enough tools to supporting me, like discipline.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm just conscious of time here. So do you have much left in your presentation that you want to go through, or?
This thing like this one sort of thing. I just actually qigong for me is not really.
I know that's something you're very passionate about.
Yeah, this is my purpose. I was thinking like for my qigong is like earlier I was just saying, I have one-to-one with every beginning. For example, I share this with wisdom for every week, maybe every month if a big one. I want to be holding, for example, this we are unlimited, guided, protected, and provided. All we need to do is to open and receptive, relax, trust, and smile. If we're doing this thing, we'll know like more open up. People, and I want people help people to realize to get rid of the things because the collective energy so much. I want to people clear that to see, reveal the who we are like that sort of thing. Every session I want to have this sort of a message, maybe repeating until we get results, stuff like that. Then
As far as what is Qui-Gon?
Qigong is a Chinese exercise.
Sorry.
Qigong, that's all right. Because it's like they kept secret. They use for longevity, like mortal life, immortal, I think maybe it's the other like they can use maybe kept secret from like Taoism, Buddha, like that sort of thing.
The Buddhists, yes.
They can use them to fighting, maybe defense. They can use so much if like when I was ill, when I later copy other people, I got healed. It's help me like when I do a set of qigong, rebalance me, like rooting me, like really dig deep, because like almost like a slow moving meditation. Meditation we use our brain many times, still going different places. But the qigong, you paying attention to the body, how your body react. You more like what we do actually quiet the mind, at the same time strengthens the body. The qigong designed for how our body moves, smooth out the negativity in our body, and let energy flow. Qi is like life force, they're running along with the blood. So when the qi floats in the body, we can think clear. We don't have any problem in the disease.
And where did it originate from? I know you say from like originally with the Buddhists, but is there a particular part? Was it over in Asia or what part? Or
it's from China. I think 4,000, 5,000 years ago being practiced, tested.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very powerful thing. Now in China, like millions of people properly practice or something. You see on the street, on the if people I try to slowly so people can pause it if want to read a little bit.
And you're creating a book on Qigong as well, aren't you?
Yeah, handbook. I want to help people. Some the other who we are, we don't really know. I want to help people to realize who we are. The more we read it, the more resonate with who we are. So we feel like and use qigong same time. I feel and with like you accountability body. So we can together like holding the because the teacher I want to teach who teach our design thinking charging 600, right? Then they pay like in the group. Yeah, I give them information how to teach stuff like that. I make marketing. I need to hire marketing like a guru if I need to learn anything myself as well. To have plenty. I think the message is powerful enough. I have to sell properly this message. Yeah, I want people who learn this system and want to teach. They really feel connected, especially people who retired or want to like free themselves, so they want to, I want to grow this thing. They gain like 60%, like 600 for a month. They pay, but when they teach, they earn 60% of thinking. They teach a full session, like that. I want to teach the really benefit. They actually, when they teach this thing, they connected to the higher self all the time. So they very, very quickly a good message and open up the body. So the teachers, I think, will make if I do the message right, I think we are good. We'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Then I want that.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. I want the teacher. Yeah. I wanted the student to have 2 sessions.
Yeah, no, I'd be interested actually in seeing that when you have your handbook finished and when you have your course all ready to go. I'd be very interested in reviewing that. So
you want
maybe
to
you
try
could do
it?
a session on that another time.
Sorry.
Maybe down the road you could do another session specifically on this.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I don't have to. I try to. Yeah, this warm up. Yeah, this exercise I could like when I do a next one. If I do a next one, I could running my qigong session, like how I design my session so people can give me feedback. I like just talking about, but next time I could try to run the session exactly.
I think that would be useful because I know it can be. You've used it personally for different health challenges, haven't you?
Oh, not just health, everything. Make you perform better, make you like think clear, like almost create time for you. Like when I was like in university, did my creative writing. I only like 3 weeks left to the final assignment. I just feel like the time here, I have no idea what to write. I feel so overwhelmed because English not my first language. Is a lot of things happening. Feel like then suddenly remember the qigong. They practice. I feel the time like everything. I got idea what to write, and I got to feel like plenty time. That making space in us, something like that. Is also. It's just, I think it's open us. The qigong is the golden key to connect us to our wisdom, like that sort of thing. Yeah, it's very, very lots. Yeah, for example, I teach you.
So is there a spiritual side to it as well?
Yeah, you connect your whole being, emotional, like quiet the mind, because your mind is a judgmental block, wisdom. Yeah, when you practice qigong, you connect your higher self, like higher self wisdom, or your like we all connected with all the thing, the past, everything. If we quiet the mind, it's one way qigong help us quiet. We connect to our best anyway. Yeah, effortlessly. I teach you seeing one thing about this standing like a tree.
Yeah, please.
So you can be like gain the, the feet, make the legs strong, like and you connect yourself with heaven earth, so you feel like more grounded. Grounded is
grounded, or or with a tree you'd be rooted.
You can watch like me now. Actually, I'm standing here. If you standing like the right posture, you get supported from heaven earth. Actually, is if you right posture, your feet like shoulder width. Yeah, then you like across something, pulling your top of your head, like straight your back, and pulling your stomach in, softening your knee. Less from head to toe, just relax, deep relax. Then you holding your hand, you could be in your chest around here, shake about. Just you further, you can self do whatever you want to, warm up. Yeah, you can tap in your head or whatever. If you, I tell you another thing. If you comb your hair with your hand, then you like massage your ear from bottom to high, because like ear, like this is a hang down baby. Massage this, you can make your make space anyway from the head. Yeah, think more clear. Yeah, you just comb your hair with your hand or tapping and stuff like massage your ear, because our ear have all the channels in our body there. And
it could be used for, maybe I'm picking this up, but you could use it for either, there's a form of meditation you can use it for, or even yoga.
yeah, if standing like a tree, one thing like you don't think, yeah, you just paying attention to the body heal itself. It's like meditation. You really scanning your body. You if you feel little pain somewhere, relax, yeah, everywhere so loose, so heavy, feel the whole body. You do whatever, you just stand up posture, you do relax, straight your back. Let your tip tongue touch your top roof again, because this is your back energy and the front energy join, yeah. If you let your top teeth, your tongue, like you see the letter L, yeah. You just do you just relax, paying attention to the body. The body cleans itself just by doing this, standing like a tree. If can clear, if you really doing this right, really like heal itself, is because the pound, its nature is clear, it's not because our mind is stirring. If we stand like a tree, we will get cleared by nature. Clarity is our nature. When we get clear, we will know, like we are remarkable. Yeah, like I can show you one thing. Like
Absolutely, please go ahead.
Yeah, it's if we feel stressed, like whatever we couldn't think clear. If you put your hand in your top head, if you do two is good, it's okay. One is two is stronger probably. You can draw the energy, because we think so much. Our blood draw on the head, you know. If we do that, because our hand connects to the whole body as well, so you can bring the blood down to the body. Yeah, so you feel more calmer. You feel soon calm down. You help you think better.
I think people do that naturally, don't they? A lot of times.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, when people get stressed out, they
you just like that. Yeah. And you could do tap like if you put your hand on the chest, something in the midway, you tap your third, like fourth, fifth finger, you tap in there like that. You also can make the energy flow almost like top body, like triple warmer we call in Chinese. We are flight, freeze, I think. You can
fight or
grounding
flight,
yourself. Grounding yourself. You do that, you tapping there, chest, you grounding yourself.
And you put your hand on your chest, yeah?
You tapping there.
Because I know Mel Robbins talks about that in the high five habit as well.
Oh yeah, you think about it. You raise your hand. It's a smooth posture. You bring your you make the lifting yourself up. That. So simple. You just if you stretching your two hands above your head like this, you make your like top body massaging your like organs almost like. It's you put one hand, push one hand up, one hand down, like you like massage your like spleen. The spleen is like how to say, making new blood, isn't that? So you can make everything circulate properly again. This I'm not going to show you because you see time consuming. I'm going to.
No. But I tell you what, I would really love to do in the near future, Lily, is I'd love to have an entire session specifically on this, and you can take us through a number of different exercises.
Oh, it's so beneficial. Patrick, is so beneficial. People, if using this, feel exercise, like so simple. If using it you will just feel like I show you one thing now. Let's see if I can not. Oh, can you see now?
I can indeed. Yeah, to clear out anger, frustration, aggression out of your liver.
This is 6 healing sound. Yeah, 6 healing sound. You know, we all connected our organ like with the, the Chinese ancestors. They were observe deeply what people can, because at that time no doctors, they figure out like use certain sound. I think this one is from Tohong Jing. It's like 1,700 years ago. Is writing few books. This one, the 6 healing sound. We use can cleanse our negative emotions if we make the sound right. Like for example, I tell you, liver we store something, anger, anger like frustration,
or aggression.
Yeah. If you
and what do? You making the sound, is it?
Yeah. Everybody should try to make it. See if can hear you saying right, because if you making sound right, you can clear specific negative like maybe it's easy like the other like you see like yeah.
And it's important, I suppose, to widen your eyes as you do it.
You try to do that because your liver connect to your eye, so you can release the things. You release the what's the negative like anger, frustration release from your eye. You can clean your eye. You actually by doing this one, people can't see. Even I help the person see better because they can like making it sound like open like. Anger almost like eye like widening like that.
No, this is very interesting. This says, well, it's got some traits of NLP, neuro linguistic programming, in there as far as the facial expressions and the connection to certain movements, especially around the eyes. I know, but look, this is really, really fascinating. But I'm just really conscious of time here, Lily.
Yeah, you just see. Everybody can practice self. I'm just so people can see. Yeah.
Absolutely.
One page, so people can try. If anybody have any question about it, they can connect you.
Well, what I'm going to do, with your permission, is I'm going to get this from you, these slides and these notes, and when we're going to post a video up in the membership area, but I'm also going to have the notes there as well. And I'll share your email address if you're okay with that. If any of the members have any questions or anything like that, they can contact you directly. Would that be okay?
Yeah. I like because I really knowing loss like whatever problem in life, I have tools to clear that for people. I know because I have problem easy to clear, and people who. I actually only have 2 clients. I helped them like one person like was lost her husband. She really loved her husband. Her husband loved her so much. I helped her, recover from grief. A person who like couldn't walk, older man, I helped him gain, like strength. He puffing short distance walk. Now he can walk long distance, slowed himself, like from rushing. Lots of things. This qigong, just small movement, small things. With the language you connect, you clear whatever is negative is shouldn't be there. It's we collected, from whatever society. We have ways to clean that. Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. Perfect. Look, Lily, I want to thank you very, very much. You did I knew you would. I knew you would do an amazing job because you and I have gotten to know each other pretty well. We've had a good few sessions now, so I know you're full of some amazing knowledge. And I really want to say thank you for sharing it with everybody today. You did a great job. I'm looking forward to you coming back and sharing more in the future. And I'm going to make sure that anybody who wants to get hold of you can contact you, and that we'll get your presentation up in the members only area as well.
Thank you so much. So sorry, I wasn't really that make myself so prepared. That was like ramble here there.
No, that was, look, you did amazing. And I was a bit long-winded. I was just so interested. I asked a lot of questions that took a bit longer. So I really appreciate you doing it. Look, guys, we're going to wrap it up at that because we're conscious of time here. Lily, thanks again. Everybody, thanks for coming. And we will see you all next week, okay? Thanks, everybody. All the best. Bye-bye. Thanks again, Lily.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lily.